check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown.
Players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see him all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, when he returned to form, boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and an AFC touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. It was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A throw complete to the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Always It's costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC back out there. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Second down and 4. Draw play, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Here's Jones on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Second down, Jacobs once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From just shy of midfield, Prescott throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play action. Now Jackson. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 24 yards. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And the offense moving quickly to the line. This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. It's caught, Smith. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have hit a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. a couple yards deep. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started.
To about the 23.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devontae Smith, 87 yards. And the NFC has taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The AFC set to take over on offense.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. So that, a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back out is the AFC offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have enough for an AFC first down. So how about that? They risk it on 4th down, and they're rewarded. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
We have played 3 quarters. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Second and 6.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, we're at about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Prescott now. And this one complete to Smith.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Carry now for Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Ezekiel Elliott, 22 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The AFC about ready to take over on offense.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a long.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So it's the NFC that comes away with a victory here in this Pro Bowl matchup.
So yeah, that was not great, but whatever. Oh well, I'll take the L. I was doing so good and then I messed up. Oh well.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict.
Pro Bowl, even though I lost.
East Coast and 6-4s hitting switch. It's not not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why
Well,
I got my game from the Godfather.
go big
Top of
here.
the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch.
Alright,
It's not a
let's see
conflict
who
of
wins the
interest.
Super Bowl.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches.
Who gotta get the Squealers?
And handle business. I got it
And
down.
it's the Squealers.
So vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You nonsense.
I just now realized something. If this was in real life, Kenny Pickett would be the first rookie to win a Super Bowl.
Stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick. I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight. Freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live.
Alright, I'm gonna stop there
If
after
God for
this.
me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.